Hey guys, Kamal here with Simplestia. So today we are going to create this. If you want to know how to create this, then stay tuned. Okay, so I have my editor open here. I'm using VS Code. You can use any other software that you want to use. You can use Sublime or Atom. It's your wish, it's your preference. So we need an index file and a CSS file, right? So let's create that first. Index.html and style.css. Okay, so let's open the template. I think most of you may already know that this is an autofill. I think most softwares have them, like Sublime has it, Atom has it as well. So you can use that. It's easy. It makes the code writing easy. You don't have to write. You don't have to write whole code, right? You don't want to write it. You don't have time. You can do this. Okay, so for now let's name the page to be loading animation. Yeah. Okay, so if you remember clearly, we had a rhombus or a square which was rotating on the page, right? We need to create that. So for now, let's create a div with a class name of square. You can name it rhombus as well, it's your wish. Yeah, so that's it for the HTML code. Now let's create the CSS. Let's save it. Yeah, before that we need to link the CSS with the HTML, right? So let's link it. Yeah, that's done. Now maybe we should open it first. Yeah, I have it here. Okay, so before starting anything, let's change the background color of the body. I'm using flat UI colors here. You can use any other that you want to use, but I prefer using this website. They have some amazing colors, okay? They have some amazing palettes. You can use any color you want for free. Let's go with this one for now. Save it and refresh. Yeah, it's working. Okay, so now, as I mentioned earlier, we need to create a square, or so to say, the border of the square. So let's create that. Okay, so what I've done here is created a square and have it placed in the center of the screen. We have it here, right? Okay, so we don't need the background. We don't want the white. We only want the border of the square. To show it to you, I've created a background color, but we don't need it. We want it to be transparent. Okay, so next we need to animate this rhombus or a square. Okay, so what we want to happen is, we want the square to increase from 0 size to a scale, like from the scale, like we want it to increase from 0 or 0.1 to a scale of 1. That's a 100%, right? So we are creating 3 keyframes, 0%, 50% and 100%. So at 0%, it's going to be at scale 0.1, and at 100%, it's going to be at scale of 1. So it's slowly increasing. Okay, and we also want it to rotate. So let's do that. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so yeah, I forgot to add the animation here. Okay, so now that's working, but we don't want the whole square to rotate, we only want the border, right? So let's make sure of that. Okay, so that's done, but you guys can't see it, right? So let's change the background color. Let's make it transparent. Okay, so we are essentially making the body's background to be transparent, not the border color. So let's see here. Okay, so it's working. I think it's too plain, so let's add some spice to it. Let's change the border's color to okay, so that's working, but as you can see, when it reaches the 100th keyframe, that is when it's fully at the top of the scale, it's not becoming transparent. So we don't want that. We want it to be invisible at that point. So let's make the color to be transparent at 100th keyframe, and if you do that, yep, it's working. Okay, but the problem is that we only have one square here and we want a total of 3 squares. So we need 2 more squares like this. So let's go to the HTML page. Let's copy this and paste it here. So if we save it and refresh, there's not a difference, right? The thing is that we have all the 3 squares, but the problem is that all the 3 squares are rotating simultaneously. We don't want that. We want them to rotate one after the other. So we have to have a delay. So we have to have an animation delay. So for each of the squares, let's put an animation delay. Let's take the first square. Okay, so let's add an animation delay. Let's keep it 0.5 seconds. Let's make it that. If we save it, okay, we can see 2 squares. Similarly, let's add an animation to delay to other 2 squares. Let's change this to 1 second and this to 1.5. Let's see now. Yeah, that's done. Okay, so we have all the 3 squares that are rotating. That's it, we've got it. Okay guys, so this was my first video. If you thought that this was a bit too fast or a bit too slow, please let me know in the comment section below. Please hit the like button if you like this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.